Hey guys, welcome back to BlazedGoddessTarot. For today's picker card reading, we are looking into what does your person tell their friends and family. You got pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Go ahead and pick the pile that calls out to you the most. Hi, pile number 1. If you chose this crystal heart, then this is your reading. Before I get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddess.com. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But we're going to go ahead and start with your tarot cards. You have the Four of Swords. You have Judgment. You have the Sun card, Seven of Cups, and the Devil. What do they tell their friends and family? I feel like this person tells them that you do make them happy with the Sun card. Maybe a little too happy with the Devil card. You know, like maybe they're a little addicted on you. Maybe they, are obsessed over you. Maybe they tell their friends and family that they think too much about you. Like once they, sit down and take this break with the Four of Swords, it's like all they could do is stop and think about you. When they close their eyes before they go to bed, they think about you. They imagine all these scenarios on like the different types of relationships y'all can have, all the trips, all the vacations, everything that y'all could do, the whole potential, everything. But I feel like they also tell their friends and family that, it scares them a little bit. So they try to take the control of it. Because the Devil can talk about, having some type of control. Especially with the Seven of Cups, with the mask. They're trying to control their feelings. They're trying to control how they present themselves to this connection. With the Four of Swords, they might even be telling their friends and family that either there was a separation or y'all are currently in separation. Maybe not like separation, but like as a break. Maybe if you did spend some time away from this person, or they spend some time away from you, I feel like they're telling their friends and family that, it was meant to be, because now y'all are back together and better than ever. They hope that you're just as happy with the connection as they are. But I feel like with the Devil card, they know that they have some things that they need to change on. Maybe they even talk about, y'all's connection in the bedroom. Might. I feel like maybe with just like one person in their circle. I feel like they don't just blab mouth it. I feel like they're also saying, like, if you met this person during a hard moment, I feel like they're saying, like, this person really came back and put some life in them. You make them look forward into positive days. Make them look positively at things. You really have put a huge impact on this person. I feel like with the Sun card being in the middle of the spread, I feel like they, like, after they spend some time with you, they might go and tell them, like, their friends and family, like, oh yeah, we had a great time. We had a blast. Can't wait to do it again. Also, I feel like this won't resonate for all of y'all, but with the Seven of Cups, with the mask, you know, and that person holding up, like, a skull. And then you got the Sun, and you got this woman holding on to the Sun, which is a face. And then Judgment, you know, I know I'm saying this backwards, but Judgment, you know, they're reaching for it. So it's kind of like, they feel like they may have painted a wrong picture of how they are or how they feel towards you. And they feel like you're kind of like stuck on that, you know. They feel like you don't really know completely how they feel. And if you actually flip the order, because I'm backwards and I said it backwards, but if you look at Judgment, the Sun, and then the Seven of Cups, the way I just described it earlier with them grabbing, it's like when y'all first started the connection, or when y'all first started talking to each other again, if y'all had a separation, then this person is saying, like, it's like they was longing for it, or, you know, it took them a minute to really grasp onto the connection. Either that, or I feel like they think that you're out of their league. So, like, you can, you know, do whatever to them, but they can't really have much of an effect on you. So, like, you have a bigger effect on them than they do you. Let's look at your oracle cards. You have Together, Find Joy, and Simply Pleasure. Pleasures of just being together. Yeah, there's, like, the Sun card, you know, like, they are happy with you. I said they are happy with you, and then the sun sadness comes out. Yeah. Let me put this here. Pay attention to signs. They are synchronicities you have been noticing are not coincidences. Put that with the Four of Swords. And then you have messages, dreams, and then decisions. So with the Four of Swords and pay attention to signs, I feel like these go together because it's more of a, like, this person, when y'all were taking that break, or what led to that break is, you know, maybe there was too many red flags, or maybe you stopped talking to them because they had too many red flags. And like I said, with the Judgment, them reaching out, it's like, it really makes them sad because they feel like they can't touch you the way that you touch them. Or I feel like this break was meant to teach them to be more appreciative of you. You know, like, during that moment when they realize, like, hey, I am really sad without this person, it's more than just, you know, my mentality right now, that they started to realize that, you know, it's the pleasure of being together. You know, they were really sad without you, and now that they're back together with you, they're happy. Now they have dreams and messages from the divine on really what to do next. You know, they're trying to daydream of all the options and possibilities that y'all have together. And then with the Devil and Decision card, I feel like they are definitely trying to make a decision for the better. Like, they are trying to do things differently. They don't want to be, you know, controlling anymore, narcissistic anymore. And I feel like it really did hurt this person if you chose yourself over them. But it's like they understood. They learned. And it's like now they don't want you to have that type of decision no more. So they're choosing to decide to put all that behind them so it doesn't happen again. I feel like there definitely was some type of fight or some type of separation, though. But, alright, pile number 1. That is all I got for you. If this reading resonated, please like, comment, subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. If you want to book a private one with me, BlazedGoddess.com is where you go. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I really hope you enjoyed. Bye! High pile number 2, if you chose this crystal heart, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddess.com. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But we're going to start with your tarot cards. You have the Queen of Wands. You have the Six of Swords. You have the Seven of Cups. You have the Devil. And you have the Tower. Okay. From left to right, you start with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands talks about this feminine energy that is very attractive, very alluring, very desirable. This person may have talked about, like, the first time y'all met, the first time y'all talked. Like, they might be saying how beautiful you was across the room, you know, just stuff like that. Like how, you know, how they find you attractive, you know, how they can't get enough of you. What made them catch their eye towards you, basically. Alright. I feel like they're also talking about, like, things that you do to keep the connection fiery and bubbly. You know? Like all the attractive stuff you do. The attractive stuff you do on a day-to-day basis. The same way that you did since day one. You know, like you might have made a funny face or, you know, something like of that nature, and then you still do it to this day. They're just closer now. Or how they're finding you more attractive every single day. Alright? With the Six of Swords talks about, you know, traveling to calmer waters. But in this deck, you can see this woman is going towards the sunshine. So I feel like your person, they tell people that they felt like they just instantly started putting down their guard with you, that, you know, it just felt very warm to them to be around you, be in your energy. And it moves into the Seven of Cups, which makes them daydream. You know, they started, you know, thinking about all the ways they can have this relationship. You know, family, a power couple, all the different things they could do with you. All the different ways they, you know, would spend day to day with you. They tell their friends and family about how if they're doing something simple, they think about how you would make things different if you was there, you know? And it's kind of like with the Six of Swords and the Seven of Cups, it's giving me kind of an impression like you really did sweep them off their feet. You know, it was kind of like a love at first sight. And like with the Devil, you see this dude, you know, he's singing to this woman, and the woman's just, you know, being her authentic self, you know. I feel like they tell their friends that they got a little bit carried away as well. Maybe they completely lost themselves and it was just like all about you, to a point where it was very unhealthy and very toxic. And it's like some of them are telling their friends or family that, you know, made them kind of fall apart, falling in love with you. But like, I guess in a good way, but a bad way, you know. Too much of a good thing is a bad thing. I feel like they also, I only feel like a small select few, y'all. I feel like it's if you know that you was being manipulative, like if you were doing manipulative tactics on purpose. Like if you did something, it was like, no, you know, I didn't do that. You know, even if it was a little joke, they might be telling people like, oh, you know, they took advantage of me, they took control of me. But I only feel like that's for a select few of y'all, before y'all get upset. But it was just like, going back to the too much of a good thing is a bad thing, because it's like, it happened so fast. Like this might have been like, the desire just increased immaculately so fast, right? To the point where it was almost an impulse. They feel like it kind of like went off the chart and kind of crumbled after that. Like it was too powerful and you lost control of it, you know? Or, you know, when it's kind of like you put this pot on the stove or whatever, and your intention is to make it hot. But then you get carried away and you're like, well, I can handle the heat. I can handle the heat until, you know, the water's boiling over, and, you know, then you go to touch the pot and it's extremely hot and you can't even really touch it anymore. So it gets to the point where you kind of just sit there and watch it go into flames, you know? Because it's just, you're shocked. You don't know what to do. You didn't expect it to get that hot. That's kind of how I'm feeling with this pile. And like with the tower, look at that lightning. It's like it striked at one place all at the same time. Like that's more than lightning. That's electricity. Like, they know spirit had to be, you know, it had to be from a higher power, higher force. Because they never felt something like that before. Let's look into your oracle cards. First one is passion. Passion, yep. Passion underneath the Queen of Wands. It says, keep the flame of passion alive. It is the heartbeat of love. Just, wow. Yeah, they could put down their guards and open their heart with you. Look, forming structure, solid foundation. Epiphany, breakthrough. And then you have be present. You will attract love by enjoying your life as it is. Wherever you are, be all there. Yeah, like this person, like these two cards, wow. Like, do I even mean to make a comment with these two? Because that's crazy. They have a lot of passion. They have a lot of love for you. They have a lot of love for this connection. They feel the love, but they also give love. Alright? I tell people that even if, you know, this tower or whatever crumbled a little bit, they're seeing it as a breakthrough. You know, this time, y'all know how y'all feel. And this person, they see it as, you know, a breakthrough. Literally what the card says. Now they feel like they could start building something with you, you know. Maybe they didn't think they would feel this way towards someone before. So now that they found somebody they could feel, you know, I just noticed in the middle of the sentence, you know, this dude's splashing around water and literally you got the waves right here. Wow. It's like, maybe the tower is just like how they viewed love a long time ago. You know, maybe they always sat in the back and they didn't really take much action, you know. You know, maybe they gave up. And so when you came through, it was like hard to believe. Like they couldn't really pull themselves to believe it until they dropped down their guard and started feeling it out more. And now they're telling their friends and family that they ain't leaving. No matter what happens in this connection, they're there. They're definitely there. You got passion, love, and then structure. So they definitely are going to be more present. Even if they are present already, they're definitely going to be more present. Like, they're going to figure out how to rebuild this. What type of foundation y'all want. This person's going to be taking the next action. I feel like their friends and family also are really happy for them. Alright, pile number 2, that is all I got for you. If this reading resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. If you want to book a private reading with me, BlazedGoddessTarot is where you go. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed. Bye! Hey, pile number 3, if you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddess.com. And if this reading resonates, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But we're going to go ahead and lay out your tarot cards. What are they telling their friends and family about pile number 3? You have the Devil. This is really crazy. The Devil popped up in all 3 piles. You have the Star. You have the 9 of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Cups. And Temperance. I feel like Temperance, they talk about how they feel like you're their better half, or 2 peas in a pod, or how you're just an equal to them. With the 9 of Pentacles, I feel like they say that you're very independent, you're very self-focused, and it allows them to do so as well. Or y'all just match in that type of way. I feel like y'all also match with the 9 of Cups. You know, they talk about wanting to come in. They talk about how y'all approach love. You know. They might even be asking their friends and family, like, what's due in the situation, or how to approach somebody like you. Because with the Star, they see that, you know, you are a wish fulfillment for them. Like, they wanted to be somebody just like them. With the Devil, I feel like they talk about how creepy it is kind of like to meet somebody so alike. Or how there's things that happen between the two of y'all that nobody else could do, or it's just not logically possible. Like, let's say, you know, you tell him to pick a number between 1 and 10, and, you know, he says, alright, and it's like 7, you know, he's got 7 in his head, and you straight up say 7, you know, stuff like that, like, where it's like, not only are y'all personality twins, but y'all are meant to be together right now. They might even be telling their friends and family about how y'all met and how, you know, it was meant to be, and how crazy it is. They talk about how it has to be some type of higher force picking up on this as well. Like, they might be helping y'all, you know, get to the same path, the same destination. Like, there's no coincidence that y'all bumped into each other. I feel like this person doesn't really voluntarily talk about you. Like, they rather journal it, they rather keep it to themselves, because it's like, they don't want people to really know. Not even their friends or family. Especially their friends. Like, I feel like some of their friends would, like, try to talk to you behind their back, or just had some type of situation where they couldn't even really trust their friends anymore. Not technically, like, with you, but it's like they rather, like, hide you and hide the connections so nobody else comes and tries to approach you. I feel like their friends and family ask, you know, are you talking to somebody? Or if they know, then they ask, like, you know, how are you and so doing? And they kind of just like, good, you know, we're still doing good. Or they'll explain, like, if this is a newer connection, they're like, yeah, you know, we're getting along, we have a lot of things in common, we're taking things slow and focusing on ourselves, but I think this could really turn into something good. And they kind of just leave it like that. They don't really like to put their information out there too much, or especially with stuff like this. They also don't want to really talk about it and jinx it, I feel like. Because you know how, like, you go to talk good on somebody, and then all of a sudden that's when the connection starts messing up. Like, now you're just trying to embarrass me. Well, you have friendship. This connection is based on friendship and may develop into romance. Yeah, taking it step by step, not really rushing it. You have death. You have separation, longing. You have detachment, cold. You have third-party situation. Other people may be interfering with this relationship and dimming its full potential. And then past lives. You have known this person before. It is soulmate from past lifetime. Yeah, so they do recognize that y'all have a connection. But I feel like this detachment, this cold, the separation, longing, and death, I feel like this person is trying to keep this relationship at a minimum. Because they may be scared, they may be, you know, used to being hurt in the connection. See, but, like, I don't know why I'm reading it as, like, how do they feel toward you, because it's not like that. Maybe they're putting up a front with these people. You know, oh yeah, I don't really talk to her no more. I mean, we talk time to time, but we're just friends. You know, I'm thinking about killing it, not talking to her no more. You know, stuff like that. Like, y'all was meant to bump into each other, but it wasn't meant to last. But I feel like it's just them being kind of cold and detached from their friends. Because again, like, I kind of got an energy that, you know, you have other people maybe interfering with this relationship. It's because whoever they're talking to, or whoever, you know, ask about you, maybe it was like a coworker or something, somebody that they can't even really trust. Okay? Somebody that they cannot really deal with, I guess you can say. Maybe their family, you know, always talks them out of things. So they kind of just tell them what they need to hear. Oh yeah, you know, it didn't work out. Yeah, I feel like other people definitely have an influence on this person. Because I feel like it's not so much, you know, what they would say about you. It's more of a, they just don't. And they believe it's to be good reasons, you know. Maybe this person that always asks about you, maybe they don't have the best intentions, and that's why they're, like, looking for information. Maybe they know that some people, as soon as it goes around the block, it'll get to the wrong one, and, you know. Not as, this person has hoes or anything. I don't really feel like that. But or maybe they're telling their friends and family, like, if they get to talk with somebody they are, like, personally friends with on a deeper level, like, they tell them, like, they're trying to tone their emotions down, they're trying to protect you, I feel like, because, yeah, they do have feelings with you, for you, they know that y'all are soulmates, but with the devil, I feel like they believe that, you know, it's better to be like this to protect you, or to protect themselves. Like, this person may have been hurt a lot, but it's like they don't really know what to do. It's like on one side of the coin, they really like you, you know, they hardly tell people, but then at the same time, it's like they rather talk about the negative stuff than the better positive stuff, you know. Like, if y'all got into an argument, they might, instead of talking about, oh yeah, we talked through it, we got to a resolution, whatever, you know, instead of talking about the good positive side of it, they're talking about, oh, well, we got into an argument, we had to spend some time apart. But it's like, I don't even feel fully there with this reading. You know, like, I feel like I want to look at everything else. So it's like this person tries to distract themselves. They try to not really, I guess, talk about it, you know? Because they know other people will try to sabotage it. Maybe their family's not always happy for them. But I feel like it's more to do with, you know, the people they're talking to instead of you. But alright, pile number 3, that is all I got for you. If this reading resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. If you want to book a private reading with me, BlazedGoddess.com is where you go. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Bye!